What's up, guys? This is Emerald Warrior here with my first official comic book review, and yeah, this is the first official week of the DC New, and my comic book store got all of the number ones in on time, even with Labor Day. So I thought that was really cool, and they opened up early, so I made sure I got over there really fast and got them. So yeah. First one I'm going to talk about is Green Arrow #1. This book really wasn't new reader friendly like I thought it was going to be. It was kind of really dull and wasn't what Green Arrow is normally portrayed as. He is like almost like a Batman sort of style of team with him, like, you know, the tech team, like Oracle. So he has his own personal oracle, which is really weird. This comic book itself was kind of boring and just wasn't what I expected it to be from JT Cruel, and I don't think I'm going to pick this up anymore. So I give this probably a 5 out of 10. Next one I'm going to talk about is Justice League International #1. This book was definitely new reader friendly. It's a classic Booster Gold, and if you guys have read Justice League Generation Lost, this should this pretty much picks off right where that left off, but without that story's not in this, but the chemistry between the team and how they have to work together to, you know, yeah, it's classic Booster Gold, and Dan Jurgens is writing them, so you know it's gonna be good. But I'm not sure if he really nailed, you know, any other characters besides, you know, Rocket Red. You know, that he's just a stupid, funny character, but you know, he didn't really portray Batman that well and Guy Gardner that well. So yeah, this book was okay. It wasn't what I expected it to be. It's set in the past. Before this right here is then the new origin of how the Justice League International started. It's not so. Basically, everything else that was before this is thrown out of continuity. This is the first time they all meet up, and yeah. So I give this probably a 6.5 out of 10. It's still a pretty good pickup, so if you guys want to check it out, go ahead. Next up is Batgirl #1. This was classic Gail Simone. She brings out the best in these characters, and you know, Barbara Gordon is back as Batgirl, but you know, it doesn't explain how she gets cured from being paralyzed. It's just like a miracle. She just wakes up one day and she can walk, which is kind of stupid. I hope they explain that eventually, because that was kind of confusing. But this is definitely new reader friendly. It was very, very good, very well told story. I'm not going to spoil anything from any of these comics, so yeah, it was just a really good classic, you know, comic, and it's good to see Barbara Gordon back as Batgirl. I give this 7.5 out of 10. Right. My pick of the week is pretty much split, but one comic just barely beat this one out. So it would have been a tie, but the ending of the last one just sold me on it. This is Action Comics #1 by Grant Morrison. It's very, very I guess, well-told story of Superman before he is accepted by the general public and, you know, the police, and basically it's just him versus everyone. You know, the only people that are sticking up for him are civilians. He's yeah, so he's just running around trying to solve problems without really thinking. He's not really level-headed yet, and he's kind of stubborn. So yeah, I give this one a 8.5 out of 10. Alright, my comic of the week was Detective Comics #1. This was not a typical Tony Daniel story. This was amazing. The art was very well done, and the writing, some parts of it were cliche. Like at one part, Batman's like, you know, you can't hide from me, I am the night, and stuff like that. Or I own the night, sorry, I own the night. Very cliche, something that you would probably hear in the cartoon, but the ending of this was spectacular. It's very jaw-dropping and something you do not expect at all. This is set in the present, I believe. I think Tony Daniel stated that. So, yeah. So everything that happens in here is in the present. So it's pretty crazy ending. So this is definitely my comic of the week, and this is definitely a good time to jump on. I give this a 9 out of 10. So yeah, those are my comic books for this week. Stay tuned for next week. So yeah, comment what you guys thought about the comics. Subscribe. Yeah, see you guys later.